All right, we have Alfredo and Ali from Genos Games, and they're going to be demonstrating this wonderful thing. It is, where's
It's
it?
the official board game of Formula One.
Ah, the official licensed board game of Formula One.
Okay.
All right, and it looks better once the board's inside there because this is all pretty.
Yes, like
and
this.
they got all these lovely miniatures and things like that. Yeah. But
Okay, we have the miniatures.
actually,
official
before we get
miniatures.
started here, how many players?
Two up to eight. Yeah.
And how long does the game take?
30 minutes up to 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's your
game,
approximate price?
The suggested price is 35.
Okay,
35.
cool.
The RRP.
All right.
Okay. The Formula One official licensed board game is no lucky dependent. Okay.
Okay.
As Genos, we already did a game about car races.
Yes.
Called Bolide.
Oh yeah, Bolide. Yeah,
Bolide.
I mispronounce everything, so it's fine.
Bolide is fine. Bolide is fine. In this case, we tried to assure the same no lucky dependent mechanism.
Okay.
We have car cards. This is the Ferrari. Ferrari, we are proud of Ferrari. We are Italian.
Ah, yes.
And
shouldn't they be brighter red then?
No, then we
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
we have Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton.
Right on.
Renault, Force India, Red Bull. Okay.
Yep.
And we have car cards, okay, with the gears. And with the pawn, it's up to you to decide how many squares to do according to the gear.
The gear shifter.
You can increase or decrease the gear.
So we have a little thing like a gear shifter right here. Yep. Cool.
This one. And you can decrease or increase the gear just of 1 unit per turn. So everybody starts with the first one.
They're in first gear. One. Yeah.
And then 2, 1, 2.
Yep.
In the straight, the gray squares,
right.
there can be up to 3 cars. Okay.
So 3 cars can go in a gray square. Okay.
But in the orange squares, in the curves, there can be only one.
Okay.
One here and one here.
All
one
right.
in a lane and the other one in the other lane. Okay. 1, 1, 1, and 1. So it is very difficult, especially the first curve, where we have a lot of cars and they have to enter the curve. In this game, you should respect this signal, which is the recommended gear. Okay. So let's assume that we are on the Ferrari. We are in third. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Ferrari in this case can choose every path. But if we are in fourth and we want to face with 1 gear above this, okay, we are forced to go on the outer lane. Okay. Which is longer than the inner one.
Right.
But at the end of the turn, you have to decrease the gear at the recommended gear 1.
Right.
Okay. Good.
So at some point in this, while you're in this orange block, you must hit third gear. Otherwise,
in the what do you mean?
What happens if I don't hit third gear? What if I stayed going 4? You have to go on the outside.
On the outer lane.
Right.
1 more. 2 more. 2 more. You have to roll the dice.
Okay.
In any risky situation, you have to roll the dice. Okay. You want to face this curve in 5, so 2 gears above the recommended one. You have to roll the dice, and there is a certain probability that you are able to do on the outer lane, keeping the
5th gear.
Okay, and this is a good advantage, but a great disadvantage if that you can go outside the track.
You can just blow right off it. Yeah, boom.
And then you have to restart with the first one.
Okay.
Then every driver receives 6 tires cards at the very beginning of the race.
Okay.
Tires cards with +1, +2, and +3 squares. And these represent your tire set, okay?
Right.
And everybody can decide how to manage his set, okay? These are to be taken in your hands, okay?
Right.
Secret, but and you can play up to 2 cards, +1, +1, +2, at the end of your turn, okay, and they give an extra, and they do not change your gear.
Right.
Okay.
So you're burning a little bit of rubber.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And this is very important, since if you are on the above the half of the curve, you can increase the gear.
Right.
If you are here, you cannot increase. You have to keep this. Okay.
Right.
So you can reach, sometimes you can reach the second half of the curve thanks to the tire set.
So you're squealing around a corner.
Yeah,
so you can throw down
you
one
have to,
tire and off you go.
And you have to use your tires at your best. Okay.
I'll bet.
There are 3 laps in the race.
3 laps. Okay.
3 laps, and so there are the possibility to do 2 pit stops between the first and the second lap, and between the second and the third lap. Okay. In the pit stop, you stay for 5 turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In first gear.
In first gear,
right.
Of course. But you can receive 6 new tires set. Okay?
Wow.
So the strategy is
6 new tire cards, which could be 1s or 3s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you pick them up from the deck.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So you don't know. You don't know which could be the best strategy.
Right.
Maybe 0 pit stop, so taking the tires cards you received at the beginning, or maybe 1 pit stop, or maybe 2 pit stop. So depending on the race development, okay, and depending on your driving style, this is good. And this is the game. The game is
actually, one quick question.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed that you have teams in here. So if I'm racing, am I racing like the whole Ferrari team?
Yeah.
So I race 2 cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
There are also a number of rules that maybe it's too long to explain, but they add
like drafting,
like slipstreaming, for example. Okay.
Right.
They add. They can assure a higher and higher level of simulation. Okay. For example, we have slipstreaming in the straight. If both of the cars are at least in the 3rd gear, we have accident. Okay. If this is the situation, and
he plows into the back of those guys.
So the track is blocked, and I have a gear
high speed.
High speed. So I can decide who to attack, okay, and then I roll the dice, and there are okay. Cool. If the attacker wins, he put aside the defense, okay. If we are here, he puts this
he's
guy
back
is
in
sent
first
off,
gear,
okay.
right?
Or he's forced. See, if the defense wins, the attack is forced to a hard break, okay, and he have to discard one of his tire cards. Sorry, this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And so these must be weather cards over here.
Yeah. There is also the possibility to roll the dice and check if you are equal or higher than that value. Okay. In this case, it rains, and if it rains, there are 2 different strategies. You can also go with slick in the rain. Right. But if you overcome the 3rd, if you get the 4th and the 5th gear, you will always have to roll the dice and check a table. All right. Okay. So the game is, I would say, deterministic. Okay. It's up to you to decide. It's not lucky dependent. Just the risky situations are lucky dependent.
Yeah, you make informed decisions to make risky moves, and they either pay off or they don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, so you said how many players again?
8, up to 8.
2 to 8.
From 2 up to 8.
Okay. And it comes with how many car teams? 1, 2, 3, 4,
there are 6
5,
teams. 6 teams. So you can choose among Ferrari, Red Bull, McLaren, Renault.
Ooh, very nice. And this board is obviously double-sided.
Yeah.
We have Monaco here.
Monaco here, and on the other side, the Bahrain circuit.
Oh, I was betting it was going to be Nürburgring or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. I can't say that word either.
We're planning expansions.
Okay, I was going to ask you that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is out here at the fair and should be through distributors some point in the future?
In the US, Rio Grande.
Okay, very nice. Very nice.
You're welcome.
Cool.